Ladies and gentlemen, we all want to grow. We all want to evolve, reach our highest potential, and live a life that we're proud of. We have dreams, aspirations, goals, and ambitions that push us forward. But somewhere in this journey of life, we all hit a wall. We face obstacles, challenges, and doubts that sometimes hold us back, making us question whether we're on the right path. The truth is, change doesn't happen by simply wishing for it. It happens when we confront uncomfortable truths that challenge everything we thought we knew about ourselves and the world around us. Change begins within you. It is one of the most powerful truths that can set the course of your entire life. Far too often, we find ourselves waiting for the perfect moment, the right circumstances, or someone else to come and make the changes for us. We wait for the world to shift, for the stars to align, or for opportunities to magically appear. But here's the hard truth: nothing will change until you do. Your life, your future, and your growth depend entirely on the decisions you make today. If you want your life to look different tomorrow, it starts with the actions you take now. Change doesn't happen by waiting for someone else to rescue you. It starts with you taking full responsibility for your life and recognizing that you hold the power to create your own future. Your external circumstances may influence your path, but it's your response to those circumstances that truly defines who you are and where you're going. The reality is that you are in charge of your own transformation. No one can force you to change, and no one can stop you from changing. Change begins with a choice, the decision to stop making excuses and start making progress. You may have dreams and desires, but unless you take ownership of them and decide to act on them, they will remain just that, dreams. The longer you wait for things to change, the longer you stay stuck in the same place. You must make the decision to act. Start by taking a good look at your life. Examine your thoughts, your habits, and your actions. Are you where you want to be? Are you achieving the goals you've set for yourself, or are you constantly feeling stuck and frustrated? If your current situation isn't where you want to be, it's time to take responsibility. Ask yourself, what have I done to get here? What decisions, actions, or inactions have kept me in this position? When you recognize the patterns that have been holding you back, you open the door to change. You don't need a big, dramatic shift to start making progress. Change often begins with the smallest of decisions: deciding to wake up earlier, deciding to learn something new, deciding to take one small step every single day. Progress comes from consistent action. Don't wait for a perfect opportunity or a grand moment. The key is to start where you are with what you have and commit to moving forward, even if it's just a small step each day. True change happens when you start shifting your mindset. If you've spent years believing that you are powerless, that things will never change, or that you're stuck in your circumstances, you need to shift that belief. The moment you decide that you are the author of your own life, everything changes. You stop seeing yourself as a victim and begin to see yourself as a victor. You stop blaming external factors for your struggles and instead take full ownership of your path. Every successful person you admire didn't get to where they are by waiting for change to happen. They made the decision to change themselves first. They decided to show up every day, no matter the obstacles. They chose to embrace growth and opportunity over comfort and fear. So remember, change begins with you. It's not about waiting for someone or something to come and fix your life. It's about recognizing that you have the power to create the future you want. It's about taking small steps, making consistent progress, and ultimately transforming yourself into the person who has the life you dream of. When you decide to take full ownership of your life, nothing can stop you. The power to change your life is in your hands right now. It all starts with you. Your thoughts shape your reality in ways you may not even fully realize. What you think about, how you think, and the stories you tell yourself have a profound impact on the way your life unfolds. We often hear that we become what we think, but how many of us truly grasp the depth of that statement? The thoughts you entertain on a daily basis are like seeds you plant in the garden of your mind. If you plant positive, empowering seeds, your life will begin to reflect that positivity. But if you plant negative, limiting seeds, that's what you'll grow in your life. Every action you take begins with a thought. Before you make any decision, there is an internal dialogue that occurs. That dialogue is influenced by your beliefs, your mindset, and your expectations. If your mind is constantly filled with doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs, then your actions will reflect that. You'll take fewer risks, miss opportunities, and stay stuck in patterns that don't serve your greater good. On the other hand, when your thoughts are focused on abundance, success, and personal growth, your decisions align with that mindset, leading to actions that open doors to new possibilities. Your mind is incredibly powerful, and its power can be used for or against you. If you find yourself caught in a cycle of negative thinking, it's important to recognize that you have the ability to change your mindset at any moment. It's not about ignoring the challenges or pretending that life is always easy. It's about choosing how you respond to those challenges. When you choose to think positively, even in the face of adversity, you send a message to your subconscious mind that you are capable of overcoming obstacles and achieving your goals. One of the most powerful things you can do to change your life is to shift your thoughts from a place of limitation to a place of possibility. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "How can I make this happen?" Instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on what you have and how you can use it to move forward. This shift in thinking doesn't just change your perspective, it changes the actions you take and the opportunities that come your way. Your thoughts not only influence your actions, but they also influence the people and situations you attract into your life. Like a magnet, your mindset pulls experiences and people that align with your thoughts. If you believe in your own worth and potential, you'll attract people who support and uplift you. If you believe in scarcity or fear failure, you'll attract situations that reinforce those beliefs. Your thoughts are the lens through which you see the world, and the world responds accordingly. If you want to change your reality, start by changing your thoughts. Begin by paying attention to the thoughts that run through your mind. Are they positive or are they negative? Are they empowering or are they limiting? When you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, consciously replace them with thoughts that empower you. Over time, this practice will become automatic, and your reality will begin to shift. The key to shaping your reality is understanding that your thoughts are not just fleeting ideas, they are powerful forces that influence your actions, emotions, and the outcomes of your life. When you change your thoughts, you change your life. The moment you realize this truth, you unlock the door to infinite possibilities. Your mind is a powerful tool, and when used with intention and purpose, it can create the life you desire. Fear is an illusion, a powerful emotion that often holds us back from reaching our full potential. It feels real, it feels intense, and it can seem like an insurmountable barrier standing between us and the life we desire. But when we look closely, we realize that fear is not an objective reality, it is a product of our own minds. A mental construct created by our thoughts, past experiences, and uncertainties about the future. Fear only has as much power over us as we allow it to. When you think about fear, consider how it shows up in your life. It might manifest as a feeling of doubt, anxiety, or nervousness. Perhaps it's the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, or the fear of the unknown. Yet, if you truly examine these fears, you'll find that they are often not based in fact. Most of the time, they are exaggerated thoughts of what might happen, not what is actually happening in the present moment. Fear tends to magnify the worst-case scenarios, distorting your perception of reality and convincing you that danger or failure is imminent. But in truth, fear is rarely as terrifying as it seems when we face it head-on. One of the biggest lies fear tells you is that you're not capable, that you're not strong enough, or that you're not deserving of success. It whispers to you that you should play small, stay safe, and avoid taking risks. But what fear doesn't want you to know is that growth only happens when you step out of your comfort zone, when you take that leap of faith despite the uncertainty. When you allow fear to dictate your actions, you limit your potential and deny yourself the opportunity to become the best version of yourself. Fear also thrives in the unknown. It feeds off your uncertainty and amplifies your insecurities. But what you must understand is that the unknown is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. The most successful people in the world have all faced the unknown at some point in their lives. They didn't let fear stop them. Instead, they learned to move through the fear, to keep going in spite of it. They understood that the unknown holds the greatest opportunities for growth, success, and self-discovery. The key to overcoming fear is not to wait for it to disappear. Fear may never completely vanish, but you can learn to change your relationship with it. Instead of letting it control you, acknowledge it for what it is, a signal that you're on the verge of something new, something that challenges you to grow. When fear arises, use it as a sign that you are pushing yourself beyond your limits and moving closer to your potential. The more you face your fears, the more you build resilience, confidence, and courage. When you take action in the face of fear, you disempower it. You prove to yourself that fear does not have control over you, and in doing so, you take back the power to create the life you want. Every time you push through a fear, no matter how small the victory, you strengthen your ability to navigate challenges in the future. Remember, fear is not your enemy. It's a sign that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone, growing and evolving. You don't have to eliminate fear completely to live a fulfilled and successful life. What matters is how you respond to it. By recognizing that fear is an illusion, you free yourself from its grasp and open up a world of endless possibilities. Don't let fear hold you back from becoming the person you were meant to be. Consistency over motivation is one of the most essential principles you can apply to any area of your life. Motivation is a fleeting feeling. It comes and goes, often dependent on your mood, the weather, or external circumstances. But consistency is the foundation of success. It's what keeps you moving forward, even when motivation fades or obstacles appear in your path. When you rely solely on motivation, you're setting yourself up for inconsistency. Motivation is powerful, no doubt, but it's not something you can depend on every day. Some days you'll feel inspired, energized, and ready to conquer the world, but other days you might not feel like doing anything at all. If you wait for motivation to carry you through every task, you'll find that progress is slow, and the gap between where you are and where you want to be will only grow. On the other hand, consistency doesn't rely on feelings. Consistency is a decision, a commitment to show up every day, regardless of how you feel. It's about taking action, even on the days when you're tired, when you're frustrated, or when you don't feel like it. Consistency is about establishing habits that move you forward, even if those steps are small. It's the daily effort, the repeated actions that compound over time to create massive results. Think about the long-term picture. You don't need to be motivated every single day to achieve success, but you do need to be consistent. A single workout or a burst of productivity isn't going to get you very far. But if you make the choice to consistently work toward your goals day in and day out, those small efforts add up. Just like a seed planted in the ground, your consistent actions, no matter how insignificant they may seem at the time, will eventually bear fruit. It's the small steps taken over time that lead to lasting change and significant achievement. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means commitment. Even when you stumble, even when you fall short, consistency is about getting back up and continuing to move forward. It's understanding that success is built over time, not through sudden bursts of effort or inspiration. Real, lasting success is a product of the choices you make every day, even when the results aren't immediately visible. There will always be days when motivation seems distant, but that's when consistency truly shines. It's the quiet, behind-the-scenes effort that ensures you stay on track, even when external circumstances or internal feelings aren't aligned with your goals. Motivation may spark you into action, but it's consistency that will keep you on the path to success, no matter what challenges arise. So focus on building the habit of consistency. Make your actions non-negotiable and establish a routine that keeps you moving forward regardless of motivation. When you prioritize consistency over motivation, you take control of your progress and create momentum that keeps building. Consistency will carry you through the difficult times and propel you toward the life you're working to create.